The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots, streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app. Now, here are Bill Jones, Heckma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
It is a back-to-work Wednesday here inside the SWBC podcast studio at the beautiful Star in Frisco. Mickey Spagnola's got his Green Bay Packer material out, the green and gold of the Green Bay Packers, and we are set to get you ready for Sunday Night Football this week. The Cowboys and the Packers. What a storied past between these two teams, and what a must-win situation the Cowboys find themselves in here going into Week 4 of this season.
So you know what the nickname is of their release has been all these years?
I do not.
It's called the Dope Sheet.
The Dope Sheet.
Remember back in the day, I just need the dope, like the news, the scoop.
Oh, wow.
They nicknamed
they
this.
went way back.
They nicked this the Dope Sheet.
They went past the crack era.
Mickey, my mind went somewhere else.
I know.
Went past the crack era.
Okay.
Went all the way back to dope.
I know what you guys are.
Okay,
I knew I was going to have to explain.
But I'm back with you now, the Dope Sheet.
So that was before the 70s.
No,
Yes, yes.
way before.
Yeah, this was Dragnet time.
Maybe the late 60s is when dope became dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which was, it happened this
About
morning.
the time of Woodstock, the dope
That's it.
became dope.
Tell me more, Bill. This is getting good,
Oh, he's
boy.
a young pup. That's right. He's so young.
Before dope became dope.
Yeah,
What?
he's so
Where we
young.
going with this?
He's so
Jeez.
young.
Well, Mickey's got the dope on the Packers, apparently.
Let's go.
But I
Have the
haven't,
dope back.
I haven't read it yet.
No rope-a-dope either.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, I know the title of
It ain't
this
that
is
kind
going
of
to be.
dope. Nope, ain't that kind of dope.
No.
Wow.
Well, the guys this morning, I was driving in on the fan, they were talking about going up against the Cowboys defense, and they said, yeah, the Packers are going to throw at will. And I go, Will? They don't have anybody in the secondary named Will.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
They don't have anybody named Zion either anymore,
Well,
right?
yeah, I got
Well, tell us
robbed
about
off
that.
the practice squad by the Texans. And he had been elevated twice off the practice squad the last 2 games. But I was thinking it was more of a depth thing than anything else because he only got 5 special team snaps this
Talking
last
about
game.
Zion Childress,
Yes.
who impressed during training camp
did.
and preseason games. And
Yeah, that's our guy.
And C.J. Gardner-Johnson was let go by the Texans this week. Picked up quickly.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Picked up quickly by the Eagles.
Again?
Imagine that.
I mean, were you surprised? I wasn't surprised at all. I figured they'd pick him up right away anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
That's just
Well, they
more fun. That's
traded.
they traded him away.
Traded
Now they got him at 3 games into the season. They got him back.
I don't know.
So does he get
and
more
so-
money, or how does that work?
Well, I think he complained his way out of Houston.
Because he saw it coming.
Because he knew there was a landing spot in Philadelphia,
Yeah,
probably.
come on,
and
man.
so that's what prompted the Texans to poach Zion Childress off the Cowboys practice squad. And as Mickey alluded to, we were getting to a point with Zion Childress. He just had one more elevation left, and so the Cowboys, because you only get 3 during the season, he's already been elevated to the varsity twice, and so they were getting to a point where they're going to have to make a decision on Childress maybe anyway in order to get him active for games.
And Childress looked at it, if they sign me off the practice squad, I am guaranteed 3 game checks.
Nice.
So
I believe he's from Houston too.
yes, he is. And it was a no decision on his
Right,
part.
no brainer.
So for C.J. Johnson, the safety, when you get traded, they trade your contract.
Right.
But when you get released, contract goes
CG Johnson, right?
however I say.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Gardner.
The
Johnson.
Gardner, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I left Gardner out. Your contract folds, and then you got to start again. So maybe the Eagles said, "Oh, now he's cheap."
Yeah,
oh,
that's
so
exactly what it was. But I feel like going back to Childress, my whole hang up, and I was punching at the air when I heard that he got signed by the Texans. By the way, because of the Deron Bland injury, he, to me, seemed like the guy that would fit perfectly into the nickel system, into being the nickel corner. I know Reddy Stewart and guys like that have come on as of late. We saw them in the running game and support and things like that. But, man, I really thought that from what he did in preseason impressed upon the coaches that he could handle that role. So, man, now the clock on DeRon Bland, to me, I know there's been all the speculation, and I'm sure, Mickey, you have in that book somewhere what the original timeline is going to be or how many snaps he's going to play on Sunday if he plays at all. But we still don't have that area resolved yet.
Unless that's a sign that they're encouraged that Bland's ready to go. Mm-hmm. That they're thinking, okay, we probably wouldn't elevate him if Bland's ready to go. That's my only thought. Now, we'll find out when they practice, right?
So are we looking, did we look at him as a corner or did we look at him as a safety?
Childress?
Yes.
He was a slot corner, and he did perform well in training camp in preseason, but when they made when they signed Reddy Stewart, they released him and then got him back on the practice squad. So something had to be missing. I'm not sure what, because the naked eye said this guy was competing for the nickel starting.
And I was going to ask you, so we had a chance to keep him.
Yeah.
We had a chance to make our move before Houston took him off our hands, correct?
Well, sure. I mean,
well, they could have
I would
signed him
imagine
to the
when Houston came calling, wanted to sign him.
Yeah.
I would assume that Childress' agent talked to the Cowboys and said, "What are the chances here?" And
they should have been good.
Yeah,
the chances should have been good. If he's a corner and we're down on corners, then it should have been good for us to keep him. And when you talked about how he played in the preseason, you could tell that was part of his DNA to be aggressive, which is something that we're lacking on the offense on the defensive side right now. So him being released, man.
Because
I can't see what would make them say we don't need
him, especially with the way that you've been attacked over the last couple of games. Because my mind state has been, hell, we need to comb every depth chart in the NFL to try and find cornerbacks.
He was the guy. He was.
Well, you also
but he was
look
on
at
the practice squad.
Yeah, and also look at
Which
the landscape.
Means what, though?
That means that they didn't value him enough to put him on the 53.
Right.
Well, but he was on the practice squad, and also he only had one elevation left to get up active on game day.
Right.
Okay. And so then he's in limbo there. The Cowboys were going to have to make a decision to add him to the 53 if they wanted him active. And he hadn't, as Mickey said, he hadn't been getting snaps. You've got Reddy Stewart that they brought in after seeing him in the preseason. They brought in another slot corner who's getting playing time ahead of him. And then you've got Savone Revel coming back.
Well,
and you got Josh Butler, and you've got these guys that are waiting in the wings, Kalen Carson. And so I think from Childress' perspective, it's prudent on his part, just knowing who's getting healthy, presumably for the Cowboys in the next month, that it may be a better opportunity for him in his hometown in Houston.
Clearly that's going to happen. But Reddy Stewart already had a leg up on him being the previous coach, with the current coaching staff.
So the Cowboys basically made the decision on him.
They trust him more than
the only way the Cowboys could have kept him, that they'd have to money whip him. Because I don't know what Houston offered him, but you can offer more to keep him, but you got to put him on the 53.
And he's got a 3-game guarantee in Houston.
Yeah.
He's got no guarantee whatsoever here.
Because he can come up, he could sign him to the 53 off your practice squad and then cut him the next week.
Yeah.
Hate to see him go.
Yeah, no.
Hate to see him go.
It's price of doing business in the NFL.
Well, on your dope sheet over there, do you see
dope sheet
over there? Do you see that the Green Bay Packers offense is pretty doggone good? Although that game versus the Cleveland Browns, if you love defense,
did not show that.
If you love defense, that was a defensive standoff, and I loved it. 13-10. I know people hate scores like that, but every possession to me was great. It was great coaching, great defense.
I thought it was an exciting game, actually.
I didn't know the Packers had an offense. I thought it was all defense.
Well, they do have an offense.
We knew about the offense. Last year?
I thought it was all about Micah. I'm sorry, I didn't know they had anything else but the Micah Packers.
Well, I tell you what, the Cleveland Browns had something for them. The Cleveland Browns had something for them. That defense, it wore them down. I was watching the game, and I'm thinking to myself, man, these guys, they won't let them off the hook. They won't let their offense off the hook. And the Cleveland's defense just kept pounding and pounding. Of course, the blocked field goal said everything to where that was just a knockout blow. You know, I mean, they were going low. They were going for the kidney. They were kidney punching those guys the whole game, and it finally wore out. It finally came into fruition for Cleveland defensively in the end. Had no passing game,
none
at all.
No.
Thank God for the little running game that they had. But by that time, Cleveland's defense had whooped their offense so badly that the other offense couldn't. They were tired. You can see at the end of the game, Cleveland's defense had more strength. They had more momentum going into the last quarter.
With the 4 minutes left in the game, the Packers had a 10-0 lead.
They did.
It was 10-0 Packers, and the Browns kicked a field goal at 3:38 left to make it 10-3, and then 37 seconds later, Quinshon Judkins a touchdown, and it's 13-10, and then, or rather, it's 10-10.
10-10.
And then the game-winning field goal came as time expired.
Game-winning block.
I like that
Yeah.
guy. I like that guy coming out. Judkins,
from Ohio State.
They had the two running backs, right?
Travion Henderson was the other one.
I liked him.
Oh, he's a physical, and that's what I was looking at for our guy, Javonte Williams, just how physical Judkins was coming downhill, and that bodes well for us offensively. But Myles Garrett in this, and I'm obviously doing a comparison, looking at this and saying, what do we have? Obviously, we have nothing, and I'm not comparing anybody to Myles Garrett, but also guys like Malik Collins. You know him, right? Malik Collins used to be here for a long time. But their defensive front was the reason why they were in that game, because they were able to put pressure on Jordan Love. But Jordan Love has an offensive system with LaFleur that if we were thinking that our last matchup was confusing, and as far as the formations were concerned, LaFleur throws a lot of stuff out there at you, and boy, they have a running game that I think they can get behind and attack us on the edges. And I don't think we've been attacked on the edges in the first three games the way that Green Bay is going to challenge us. So guys like Dante Fowler, staying alignment, assignment sound. Guys like Sam.
I was going to say.
Come on now. Come on now.
I just haven't heard much from him. Not at all.
Come on, Sam Williams. I mean, you're going to need your edges. You're going to need your edge guys to come up big in this game.
Well, that's what's really been missing. It's almost like everybody was focused on the middle. Okay, Kenny Clark, Osa. Got to get something out of the defensive ends, and not just the pass rush, but support it in the run too. You know, I remember everybody was making a big deal out of James Houston because he got a sack or something.
That was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But watch him play the run. There was a reason why he probably was not on a team. I mean, you got to play the run.
I remember
but
one
saying
play,
that,
he was behind the defensive end who was being double teamed, and he didn't show either way. And that was a big run by the Giants. I'm going back to the Giants game. Big run came right in the hole where he was supposed to be.
But having said that, the run hasn't hurt him. It's the inability to rush the quarterback. You got to be able to do that, and I'm not talking about sacks. I'm talking about pressure.
Hits.
Get there. Make them uncomfortable. You got quarterbacks in the pocket tapping their feet, or they're doing.
Yeah.
Right? Can
you explain what you just did for the listeners?
I cocked my passing arm 3 times before
He double pumped.
That's right. Thank you.
Triple pumped.
Triple pump.
It was a weak pump.
But he went for it.
Used to be stronger. Okay.
But I mean, Josh Jacobs is awful, the guy that I'm talking about. And you're right, Mickey. No one is per se run the ball on us, but you know Green Bay's MO. They're going to try and stay balanced, and they can milk this game through their running game. But Romeo Doubs, if you know Romeo Doubs is the guy that I'm looking at. That I think I don't know how you play this if you're going to. Whatever Eberflus is going to do, and I'm sure we're going to talk about this in a minute, but you have got to come into this game with a plan to stop guys like Romeo Doubs and Matthew Golden because they got a ton of speed on the outside, and for where we're already hurting and having some confusion on the back end, this is the bad time to get a receiving core like this.
Well, they do catch a break in that Jaden Reed's got a broken collarbone, and he's on injured reserve, so they don't have to deal with him. But, I mean, as you mentioned, Dobbs and then Golden, they're also using a little bit in the run game, Savion Williams, the rookie out of TCU, which I like.
What high school did he go to?
Or did
Is he here? Was he from here?
Must not be from around
No,
here.
he's not. From,
He must not be from around here.
If he's from here,
If he was
the
from around here, he'd tell you.
TCU guys are usually from Louisiana, or they recruit Houston area a lot. I'll look him up. But yeah, I mean, and I was just looking up Eberflus against the Packers last year. Of course, he was no longer coaching the Bears the second time they played last year, but the Packers beat them 20-19 in Chicago.
He was born in Marshall, so I'm a little.
All right, East Texas. Yeah. I was going to say East Texas or Louisiana
Marshall,
for Savion
My
Williams.
dad's from Elysian Fields. That's all right, baby.
All right, there you go. But that's what the Packers have done in the draft. What was it, 3 years ago or whatever? Those guys have got to be coming due on their second contracts by now. That's when they just Christian Watson is on the injured reserve or PUP right now. Hadn't played yet this season, coming off yet another. Was it hamstring? ACL at the end of last year.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's always had hamstring injuries, and so he's not playing. But
He was the guy with the bad hands, right?
yeah, the bad hands.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
No.
who caught 3 touchdowns
It's a long story. When we
I
talked
remember
about
that.
it,
Yes, I
Christian
remember
Watson was a big green notebook guy, and I was called out on that because I can't catch.
Yeah.
He caught 3 touchdown passes.
That didn't age well.
Yeah. Well, and the first play of his NFL career, he couldn't catch either.
right? Yeah.
Anyway,
What do you guys think about the quarterback and head coach relationship between Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur? I mean, the way that they got rid of, obviously, a Hall of Fame quarterback and Aaron Rodgers for Jordan Love, and they have seemingly taken off since that move from Rodgers.
well, it was 2 years ago, the second half of the season. That's when Jordan Love took off at that point, and it was same type of organizational decision they made when they drafted Aaron Rodgers in the first round and had Brett Favre, and then he didn't have to wait as long as Jordan Love did. And I'm not thinking yet that Jordan Love is Aaron Rodgers, but he has shown that he has the capability to get a really big contract.
And I'm sure it's less of a headache for the coach. He had to deal with a lot going into Aaron Rodgers' last years. And now having a young stud like this one who has all the talent, but now he has the ears to listen to you as well, because I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers was doing more talking than listening.
Well, yeah, obviously, but he had the advantage of sitting there and watching for a while before you throw him into the fire.
Yeah.
Unlike the Giants just decided.
Well, poor Giants.
Poor Russ.
Yeah, poor Russ, right? No, I mean,
Cowboys tried to help him out.
They did, didn't they?
Well,
we did our best.
I mean, I'm seeing a quarterback that has gotten his opportunity, making the most of his opportunity, and now you give him a running game to go with it. That's what makes it even more dangerous. And by the way, we haven't even started talking about their defense. So those things as a team in total, and looking at the way that LaFleur trusts him now. Before, it just seemed like he had training wheels on him.
Yeah.
Wasn't allowing him to throw certain throws. Now, man, he has the full play sheet at his disposal.
I think 2 years ago they were pretty satisfied with him, especially the way they ended up going against us and almost beating the Niners. I thought that 2 years ago they had taken the gloves off and allowed him to be who he can be. Last year it was okay for him, but
Good enough that he got his 4 years, $220 million.
and there you go.
Yeah.
And now that's why they were picking them, even before the Micah situation, they were picking them to at least go to the NFC Championship.
So I heard someone say that in the offseason he got married. Ron Stone's daughter.
Oh, really?
The lineman here.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Now, we might want to check that out. I just heard it and said, oh, Ron Stone.
Well, you just told the world.
Right, yeah. Yeah, the whole world's listening to us.
Yeah, right now. Right now.
And you guys better be acting.
Ron Stone's daughter. That's all good.
That was just a side note.
Just a side note that I heard
That's all
when I
right.
wanted
That's
to
good.
get.
You don't usually
man.
get those
This
kind
is
of
what
nuggets
you get
from Mickey.
here from Mick Shots. You don't get
You
that
don't
from-
usually get it from Mickey, though. You know,
Little
right?
social news.
Yeah, that's right.
And I remembered it, by the way.
Yeah. All right, just getting started on this Wednesday edition. Where would you like to go next?
I think they're playing some guy, Micah Parsons.
You want to go Micah next? All right, we're going Micah. And Micah's talking to the media later this afternoon in Green Bay.
Should be
So we're
good.
talking Micah next here on Mick Shots. Micah Shots.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Look, school is starting and I'm just a kid. And let's be honest, I'm not going to shop for myself. But we can get up to 40% off back-to-school essentials on Uber Eats. Did I mention I need poster board for my science fair, lunch for my field trip, and unlined note cards for my history quiz tomorrow? Or were they lined? Anyway, Uber Eats has like all the back-to-school stuff on there. So come on, let's order now on Uber Eats and get up to 40% off. We're cool, right? Cool.
Not literally everything. Promotion ends 9/16 and is subject to change or cancellation. Exclusions may apply. Check app for availability.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
Back to Mick Shots.
Are you a Cowboys superfan? The search is on for the 2025 Fan of the Year presented by Captain Morgan. Now through September 29th, nominate extraordinary NFL fans, dynamic duos, and game changers who rep the Cowboys with pride and turn every game day into an unforgettable adventure. You could be sent to Super Bowl 60. Enter to win at NFL.com/Fan of the Year today.
By the way, Bears quarterback Caleb Williams earned NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
No way. No way.
4 touchdown performance.
So are you saying Jordan Love, good Jordan Love, it's your turn?
Well,
And the only reason Russ didn't get it was probably because he threw an interception.
Exactly.
Pass. Otherwise, he would have gotten it.
And he still would have got benched.
are the Cowboys 3 for 3 now? Did the other guys get named?
No.
No,
I mean,
they didn't.
No. Russ did not.
Oh, okay.
Before.
I was thinking.
Yeah, because he threw
They,
the interception.
could have.
Yeah.
And the first week, Hurts would not have. Cowboys actually played although
they had 3 touchdowns.
Although the Eagles were scoring touchdowns every possession of the first half of that game, and then, but after the weather delay, Cowboys deep. That was the lone. Yeah,
We need more weather delays.
which is tough to do at AT&T Stadium.
Impossible. At 18.
All right, it's the return of Micah. You don't want to put off the hype any longer. Okay, you want to dive in.
Yes.
Okay.
I was curious how the Packers were using them, and so I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but I watched a few plays, and they're doing what the Cowboys did.
Yep.
No shock. They're moving them around. But one of the things I noticed, and I don't know if the Cowboys did this or I just didn't pay any attention, but when they've got him on the outside, they are using the defensive tackle to attack the guy that's blocking Micah. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like he's hitting that guy to get him off. And if
the guard doesn't pick Micah up, he gets a free run.
Well, that is,
and I saw it repeatedly too.
Yeah, stunts.
His stunt. That's his favorite stunt.
But is it a stunt? Or, I mean, I was thinking you can loop, but this guy's just off the line of scrimmage. The defensive tackle's going this way.
Yeah.
If that's the case, it will still enhance a move that he's already makes. He already makes all
loop
the time.
In. Right.
I think that enhances him even more to be able to get inside, because once he dips that right shoulder, man, it's hard to keep him out of that backfield. And I think they're only doing that on obvious passing downs, correct?
Yeah, that's the key. Stay out of obvious passing downs.
Right.
Good luck.
He has played. He played 65% of. No, I'm sorry. 75 snaps. 75% of the snaps against Parsons.
So his back's okay.
Yeah, back's good.
Yeah.
He's found new life.
As I said, that dollar sign's bracing that
Why
back.
did you take him there, man?
He's an instigator.
Why did you take him there, man?
He instigates so well. It took me time to figure it out, but then I got it.
He tried to keep a straight
Bill
face, too.
is an instigator.
My setup man.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing.
I'm Ed McMahon.
He does it right over. He knows it's going to trigger him.
You don't know how physically accurate that is. Ed was tall. Come on, man.
But they use him well. I mean, I think that is we did that. Quinn did that quite often with Micah. But although Micah's going to be the focus, undoubtedly, because he's returning to AT&T Stadium. Please watch Rashawn Gary.
Oh man.
Please.
Yeah, he's a load.
Yes, he is.
And you watched in that Cleveland game, Cleveland was obviously not wanting to let Micah disrupt the game, but imminently what they ended up doing was letting guys like Rashawn Gary and Van Ness wreck their running game. Yeah. So it wasn't until they had to literally, when they were perfect and they blocked it up, they could not make any mistakes. Mm-hmm. And the Cleveland coach, to his credit, because for sure he is a run-heavy guy. And he did not want to come out of it, especially with Flacco.
Wouldn't you be run heavy if your quarterback was 40-something years old?
But I'm just saying.
Come on, he's better be run heavy.
But they were run heavy before Flacco got there.
That's true. Yeah, Chubb.
Yeah, so
you're right.
Their one thing is like when they could check down, when they could finally try and find somebody at the second level, Stefanski was making sure that they were finding the open guy. And that's just the thing. When for Dak and his offense, when you finally get it blocked up and there is no pressure and Dak can step up in the pocket and deliver a throw, you better make it count.
The other thing I noticed, and I had to go look his name up, number 7 was blitzing a lot.
Yes.
Quay Walker.
Mm-hmm.
And he was another one. He blitzed.
I knew Bill was going to say snickering. Go ahead, man. It's just Walker, man. Why is it so hard for you to say Walker?
Well, I wanted to make sure I had it right.
Okay, go ahead.
I remember Quay.
It's like if Mickey were doing a basketball show. They got this guy, number 77.
That's right.
Luca Don.
And that's why I'm a writer, not a broadcaster, because I can look it up.
That's right.
You better know it.
Oh, man.
You want me to hear what 7 did or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about Quay.
We forgot all about that.
So he's blitzing up the middle. He's not trying to get to the quarterback. He blitzed to try to get the guy off of Micah.
Okay. It's unfair. They shouldn't allow that.
That's right. There should be a penalty.
It's a pick play. That's a pick play.
They're picking on defense, right? He had no clue. He had no ambition to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, why is it a penalty on offense for a receiver to do that?
You can't do that, right?
Well, they call holding.
But anyway, they better watch. The offensive line better have some good eyes. That's all I got to say. Because they're going to free him up if he can't free himself up.
So, I guess our trust right now with T.J. Bass stepping in for
Well, they're going to pick on him.
Of course they are.
No, they are.
They would have picked on Tyler Booker if he was there.
And they're going to pick on Brock Hoffman.
So what's your bigger concern on the offensive line? Interior guys or exterior guys? Meaning
Gary
center guard or the 2 tackles? Against this defense, against Micah.
I'll still worry about the outside pass rush.
Yeah.
But you know what? What Cleveland did, they ran the ball. Mm-hmm. And they ran right at him. too, by the way.
Did you remember the guy from the 49ers, Fred Dean?
Yeah.
MVP, right? Was he
I believe
defensive
so.
MVP that year?
Something like that, yep.
He over LT, right? He got the MVP. He was not a full-time starter. He was another Micah Parsons, but he played defensive end, if I'm not mistaken. That guy didn't play the entire game. He was just like Micah Parsons. They brought him in on passing downs.
Right.
And he controlled
Not
everything.
far from Grambling.
Not at all.
Law Tech guy.
Not at all. Not at all. That's why I brought him up.
1981, he was the NFC Defensive Player of the Year.
Defensive Player of the Year, and he never started a game.
He beat you out.
Please, I wasn't nowhere in the. You got Ronnie Lodge, you got LT.
He had 11 interceptions.
That's about the best defensive class in the history of the NFL. Let me go there first.
Did they have Rookie of the Year back then?
Yeah.
Who got it?
Who got
you think got
defensive?
it? LT got it.
Oh, it was the same year.
Yeah, LT got it. I came out with those guys.
You were the same year as LT. Okay.
Come on,
I did
man.
an LT
once
game.
again, I said the best defensive class in the history of the NFL.
He knows.
So I'm going to be including myself in that.
1981?
Come on, man.
1981 or 82?
Winding me up.
1981?
1981, rookie year.
Don't fall for it.
Hugh Green. Lawrence Taylor.
See, I did the
Ricky Jackson.
When I was in college, North Carolina. Lawrence Taylor in North Carolina came to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Sooners put a whooping on them, 41-7.
Well, you know that
LT couldn't defend that wishbone. But I guess that was. I was thinking it was 1981, but it was 1980, I guess, when that happened.
That's 80 when it happened, but 81 was when he got drafted.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You were still in college?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a young pup. Look at him.
He was in his grad school.
Right.
That was grad school. That's what he was going
I was still eating Elmer's glue.
That's what he was going for that law degree. That's what he was going for that law degree.
In fact, I'm 2 days away from quitting law school in 1981. And September 26, 1981
Shall we celebrate
the day
that?
I quit law school. After 1 month of law school.
We'll play some different song on Friday.
Yeah.
Never lived that down, did you, Bill?
His dad was like, I told you.
Yeah, he did. He said,
I told you.
You should never have gone to law school. All right. What else, Mickey?
We
About the
talked
Packers defense.
Micah.
Yeah.
So did you see the AP quote from him from yesterday?
No, I did not.
He said it's gonna pain him if he gets to sack Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
To Dak Prescott.
It's going to be painful.
He said it's going to be painful.
It's going to pain him. It's
Yes.
not going to pain
Well,
Dak.
he didn't really clarify.
No, he didn't want to hit him, and you know darn well he
Yeah,
wants to
right.
hit him.
He meant that's his mentor. He don't want to hurt his mentor. He means it's painful to be in this situation to where he has to actually go up against someone that he respects.
Well, lay him down on a pillow then.
Then-
Get there. You know what I mean? Okay.
Go hit somebody else.
Don't lean on him, all right?
Don't strip him.
Gently
Don't
lay him
strip
down.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take that. All right.
So he doesn't have to worry about getting pile driven.
Oh,
There
my
you go.
gosh.
Yeah.
Because I'm glad you said
His backside will be good because it's just Micah.
Yeah, right. Well, I tell you what, guys like Guyton and Steele, that's my worry going, and nobody asked, but I'm just telling you.
That's why I was posing it before. It's more concern the interior guys or the tackles.
I can help the tackles, and they better put tight ends over there or chipping with the running back, and not let those two guys out there to drive.
That's what we did last week, right?
They did a little bit. Yeah.
You got to do a lot of bit of that, and everybody has
That
to
means
block
we're going to
well.
be throwing to Ferguson again on the.
You better believe it.
Well, if
You
the
better
other
believe
guys
it.
aren't getting open, I mean, who's your other starter on the outside? It's Tolbert, right?
My guy.
Yeah. And then your guy,
Well,
Kavontae Turpin.
Go three wide and just have Turpin be a gadget guy and keep him guessing.
He can't be a gadget guy. If he is out there.
No, I mean, use him.
Okay.
But I want him
we're
to be
gonna do
used as a
anything
wide
different-
receiver.
He has to be.
If
He
we're
has to
going to
be a
do
wide receiver.
anything different, let's continue running the ball and let's use that play action to go deep. And I'm not talking deep outs. I'm talking about taking the cap off.
If you're the Green Bay defense, with all the talent that you have up front, do you double team George Pickens?
Yes.
You do.
Yes, you do. Because you have that luxury. Because you don't have anyone else that will threaten you on the other side. You have no tight end that's going to threaten you. You're already going to have your safety down for that run. So let's just give this man a little help, possibly inside, maybe not over the top, but definitely inside.
Yeah, I think
that's why if you run the ball, then the linebackers have to be conscious of the run, and they can't drop into that hole in the zone where it messes up the wide receiver.
It'd be nice to send Ferg down the seams every once in a while, like we did when we got the game-winning field goal. I know it's a different defense, and they were lined up way back, disrespecting the way Aubrey kicks the ball. But, man, sometimes you got to use that athleticism for more than just dump downs. Take that guy up the seams. Let's make those linebackers work. They're going to be looking for the run. Man, let's take that thing up the seam and see what we can do.
Or throw the ball to Jaden Blue.
Is he playing?
I don't know.
Shoot.
Well, look.
I want to give them something else to think about.
I understand. You could put
fourth game, rookie season.
What do you think?
I mean, it's
about time.
It may be about time. Home game.
I promise you.
You're short on wide receivers.
No, if he can't pick up the blitz, he can't play.
I was going to say, it has nothing to do with his ability to play.
Yeah.
I mean, his ability to physically play.
Yeah.
Is he able to play? That's what they're working.
If he can't pick up blitzes, chip, do all those things, no.
They can't trust him right now. They don't seem to.
Put him in when he doesn't have to pick up the blitz.
Well, then just make it obvious.
Just line him up on the
what game?
What is that going to be?
No.
How do you do that?
You line him up on the line of scrimmage.
And
go empty.
And do what?
Go empty.
And
throw
it to him. Then throw it.
So
to
you
him.
want to put him in the slot?
Yeah. Just put his speed on the field. They got to respect it. I don't want him doing a lot of thinking back there.
Yeah.
Well, don't, like you said, don't put him in the backfield. Then.
That doesn't sound like he's going to get a jersey. It's going to be Miles Sanders and Williams again.
You could hand it to him back there. You could pitch it to him. Right?
Yeah.
It all sounds easy till the phone.
You put the fullback in on third down. Well, that's the chance you got to take. And the other two guys have lost.
You think Jeff Hafley and the Packers, Jeff Hafley, the defensive coordinator?
They don't know anything about Jaden Blue.
Okay, he's not going to be pass protected. They're going to go into a thing. If he's lining up, he's not going to be in a role where he's going to be pass protecting, right?
Yeah.
At least that's what they'll probably be thinking.
Is that what his problem is?
I mean,
we're just assuming that because of a rookie.
Well,
I saw him pick up blitzes in training camp, and he picked up blitzes when he was healthy before he hurt himself.
Yeah. Well, these guys, the guys that we have, Williams and Miles Sanders, that's going to have to be their MO, regardless on passing downs, picking up those blitzes. And you talked about the stunts, picking up Micah. They're going to have to stand in the fire, especially with Quay Walker. That defense, man, they are all over the place. And, I mean, when you got a defense that is all 11 hats to the ball, everybody's flying around, that's what I saw from them. I'm like, man, they are flying
once
around.
Again, you saw a defense where – everyone's in tune to each other. It's like a hive mentality. Once one person sees it, everyone reacts to that. And that's just the defense knowing what the offense is trying to do. They're anticipating based on the look that you're giving them. I never see our defense really doing that. We did a little bit in the Philadelphia game. Can't remember us doing it much at all except for the first drive of the Chicago Bears, to where we were in tune to exactly what they were trying to do, and there was more than one person, therefore, going to the ball. And that's what you need with a good defense. You got to have more than one person there. That's how you create turnovers. That's how you just nullify an entire running game, is by everyone being on the same page. We haven't shown that in the last 2 years. We haven't shown that.
They showed it other than Hurts in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And you got to have one guy get there, by the way, before you can have multiple.
Right.
And they ain't anybody tackling it.
Over under on the flea flicker.
Stop.
Yeah. Hey, if it works.
It'll be from a double reverse this time.
Double reverse?
Yeah,
okay.
Double reverse flea flicker.
All right.
We learned our lesson.
Coming up. So what changes could be happening from this Cowboys defense?
I'm glad you mentioned that.
When we come back here on Mick Shots.
Look, school is starting and I'm just a kid. And let's be honest, I'm not going to shop for myself. But we can get up to 40% off back-to-school essentials on Uber Eats. Did I mention I need poster board for my science fair, lunch for my field trip, and unlined note cards for my history quiz tomorrow? Or were they lined? Anyway, Uber Eats has like all the back-to-school stuff on there. So come on, let's order now on Uber Eats and get up to 40% off. We're cool, right? Cool.
Not literally everything. Promotion ends 9/16 and is subject to change or cancellation. Exclusions may apply. Check app for availability.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
Celebrate Oktoberfest at Rally Day presented by SeatGeek on Saturday, September 27th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get ready to cheer on your Dallas Cowboys with tours of AT&T Stadium, plus enjoy festive games, German-inspired food, beer in a Cowboy Stein, and more. Visit AT&TStadium.com/rallydays for tickets and more information.
Brian Schottenheimer is having a press conference as we speak. He says the team will try out TJ Bass, Trevor Keegan, and Hakeem Adeniji at right guard this week in practice to make up for Tyler Booker's absence.
All three of them, huh?
So it's
Tryouts
today and tomorrow to determine.
At least they're on the team. They're not bringing them in from
TJ
outside.
Bass, Trevor Keegan, the former Eagle, and Hakeem Adeniji.
So which one would you trust?
And
like from an experience standpoint.
You said Bass?
Well, Bass has played for the Cowboys before.
Right.
Trevor Keegan came over from the Eagles. I would have to look up if he got on the field at all.
I think he's played some before, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd go TJ Bass. I mean, I understand.
Adeniji's played, but Adeniji's played in this league
Adeniji's
before.
played in the league, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but where was he playing in training camp? He was playing at tackle. Mm-hmm.
TJ Bass, he's got experience, doesn't he?
Yeah. I'm less concerned about the interior guys than the exterior guys here. All right.
Well, you can
defensively.
I saw something that the right tackle for Cleveland did to stunt Parsons.
Okay.
Poked him in the eye. Second play of the game.
Yeah. That didn't work. He didn't poke him hard enough.
No.
Whatever he did.
He came back.
You know what happened to that right tackle for Cleveland? He's now on injured reserve.
Yeah, he's out.
Jones.
He hurt his thumb.
Well, Adeniji's played 44 games in the NFL, 15 starts. But I think mostly at tackle. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I heard our coach, Shotty, talking about making changes on defense. And he said maybe even personnel changes. So
you got somebody in mind that can come
does
off
he
the
have
bench and
somebody
play?
in mind?
Yeah, I would like to know who that is.
I'd like to know.
One personnel change is Zion Childress will not be on the field for the Cowboys.
He's gone.
Well,
That's
DBs
done.
are safe. The DBs are safe, I guess. I mean, it's got to be defensive line. It's got to be defensive line if you're talking about.
But they play everybody.
Getting no pressure.
It's not like the starters are playing 90% of the snaps.
I'm looking at
linebackers. They don't. Who are the backup linebackers?
Backup linebackers are, Shamar James,
who's been inactive.
Leofau.
Leofau and Damone Clark are.
And Clark's out there when they go
third.
Three.
Yeah. And Leofau's been out there, too, about 6 or 7 snaps a game.
As far as secondary is concerned, and I know I keep talking about this, but do guys know what they're supposed to be doing? You got to go into a game to where they have to know what they're doing. If we go into a game with confusion, what have we been doing all week as coaches? If the players don't know what the hell they're doing, raise your damn hand. Somebody say something.
Ask the question.
Because the chain is only as strong as what? Its weakest link. Mm-hmm. And we got a bunch of weak links on this defense right now.
Well, how many?
And I get it that there are a lot of people are injured. I get that. But a person has to realize what position he's playing when he's out there. Are you playing cornerback? Yes, I'm playing cornerback. What's your job? Play that wide receiver. What about in the zone? I got to get deep in my zone. I mean, it doesn't take much in a zone. A zone is about knowing where you're supposed to be, and from there, that's recognition. And I just wonder why we're not recognizing as well, because we're giving up record-breaking numbers. These are not just, we're having a bad game. No, we're giving up record-breking numbers right now.
900 yards.
That's a lot.
Passing in 3
That's
games.
a lot, man. And a lot of that was mistakes. It was not just being beaten one-on-one.
Okay, so how many plays can they get out of Clowney?
That's the $1 million question right there. And if I can get,
because that's the only change they can make.
I'm gonna go. If we're ramping him up, make him a specialty player. I'm gonna go between 15 and 20.
And that sounds reasonable.
Yeah,
right.
15 and 20.
The last time he played?
January, first week in January.
Oh, he's going more than that.
You're going more than that.
He's going more.
You're
than
banking
that.
On fresh legs.
Yeah, well, he better go more. He just got through in January. He played last year. No, he needs to ramp up more than that, quicker than that. We just don't have a choice.
Schottenheimer said Clowney will work more this week, and they're working to get him active. Added he's doing everything and trending towards playing on Sunday, but let's see how today's practice, see how this week goes before any determination.
What did he say about Bland?
I'm not seeing anything yet reportedly on Bland.
So when he's talking about making changes, then that's the obvious position
he'll
that
get
he's talking about.
He'll get some
Clowney.
snaps for somebody else.
Right.
But linebackers, you got what you got.
To me, if
until Marvian gets there.
Here's my thing. You already know when you're playing man-to-man if you blitz. If I were them, let's just take all the zone mistakes out of it, and let's just be more aggressive in how we make our calls. So I'm going to send more than 4 because we haven't gotten pressured with that at all.
See, if I've got Bland out there, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
Schottenheimer says Bland is trending towards playing Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we're building momentum here.
There's your pressure.
Okay. Well, there's 2 personnel changes right there for you.
There you go. That's what he means. That's what he means.
And then the Calvary's coming over the hill next week.
Once again, if you have who's the Cavalry?
I don't know.
The rest of the cornerbacks,
Okay.
they would be eligible to
There you
practice.
go.
I don't know if they can play.
And then,
because it's the 5th week of the season.
and then we're going to be making up excuses about them. Well, they just got out there. They're like, man, look, somebody got to freaking play.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Everson, are you trending towards
it
playing?
seems like I have to.
No.
I'm going to have to.
Everson, it's all good, bro.
But no.
You done gave the game
But
everything.
no.
You done gave the game everything.
all good, but
You're done, man.
God, no.
You need a communication helmet, and tell the corner, okay, here's what you do now. What?
There you go.
I got you.
Let's do that.
That's an idea.
There you go. I'll be coach on the field.
All right. How about we do it again tomorrow?
I'd love to.
Okay. High noon tomorrow. More Micah talk here on Mick Shots.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?